so it's Kyoshi and welcome back to another video. If you guys enjoy my videos, please give them a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And without further ado, let's just get into today's video. All right, you guys, as you can tell from the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about home essentials. So I have 6 home essentials for you guys that every household needs and most likely already have. If you are into home decor or decorating your home, or you have a new apartment, or you bought a new house, whatever the case may be, these elements are in every single home that you have viewed or took inspiration from, photos on Pinterest. Wherever you go, you will see these 6 things in every single home, and if you don't have them, you're going to need them too. So let's go ahead and get into those 6 essentials. All right, so our first essential is vases or vessels, whichever you prefer, or both, or a combination of the two. I love vases. Vases are so simple to decorate. I mean, there's so many different ways you can use vases. You can use them as just a whole greenery, real or faux. You can use them by themselves. You don't have to put anything in them. You can turn them into lamps, you can turn them into tissue holders, you can turn it into a paper towel holder. It's just so many ways that you can use a vase within your home, within your space, and the different ways you can use them makes it a really good essential for any home. And what I love is that you can get them second hand, you can get them antique, you can get them from Walmart, you can get them from Target, you can go to Crate and Barrel. You can be as expensive or as inexpensive as you want them to be, and they just bring so much character and texture and life to your home. For instance, the 2 that I have here are from Target. As you notice, this one doesn't have anything in it, but this one does have some greenery that I got from at home, and I love it. It's super simple. It's not really an over-the-top piece with just a lot going on, but I love the simplicity of it and how it really complements my style of home. You guys don't know I'm a modern farmhouse girl, but you know, you can do whatever style you want. So I really love how it goes with everything. And the funny thing is, even though I'm modern farmhouse, I have seen these vases in different houses that are not modern farmhouse, so you can use these in any type of way you want. Clear vases, I have a clear vase on my dining room table, and I have some eucalyptus in it, and it looks really good. I have some vases with some faux flowers in them. I even have a metal kind of vase, I would call it, that has some flowers in it that sit on my nightstand in my bedroom. So you can really do a lot with vases. Like if you're missing something, there's a gap in your decor, you can't really tell, you know, what's missing, try putting a vase there. I bet you it would elevate it. But of course, it has to be the right vase, height, texture, color, whatever the case may be. I'm sure you can find something out there. All right, you guys, so the second essential are plants and flowers, or trees or something like that, to bring a little bit more greenery and life to your space. Now for me, I do a combination of both. I do faux and I do real. Let me know in the comments below if you're a faux person or a real plant person. Like I said, I do a combination of the 2, so I am team both. It is what it is. But put down in the comments below which one you prefer. For me, depending on what type of plant it is, will determine if I'm going to buy it as a real plant or a faux plant. So my plants like Monsteras and ZZ plants and just hanging plants, most of those are real within my home because they're easy for me to take care of. I can water them and they can just bring good, beautiful color and life to my home. But when it comes to like roses and hydrangeas and lilies and stuff, like I can't keep flowers alive, if that makes sense. So like not a plant but a flower alive, so I prefer them to be faux. And I also don't want to purchase them every single week to decorate my space, because that can become a little bit expensive for me, but for others it's just something that they like to do. So when you're bringing those types of items into your home, just remember, is this something I have to buy on a regular basis? Is this something that I can maintain? Because when you decorate your home with flowers or plants, remember, your space will look different once those items are gone. So say for instance, if I have a plant here, it's been here for a while and it dies, then I'm going to be looking to replace that plant, and it might be expensive. The same thing with flowers. If you like to buy flowers every week and you want them to sit on your counters in your kitchen or in your bedroom or on your console tables or in your entryway, that is something you're going to have to maintain and buy on a regular basis. So this is the why some people like faux flowers, but also other people like faux flowers, because real flowers only come in certain colors, right? So if you have a color scheme or something you want to do in your home that is different than what other people are doing, sometimes you want certain colors, and sometimes you can only find them in faux plants. And so you have to buy the faux plant or the faux flower. So I'm really both, it just depends. But I do think no matter what your style is, plants and flowers are definitely something you can incorporate and should be incorporating into your decor. All right, so my third essential are books, and these can be any type of books. These can be coffee table books, these could be cookbooks, these could be decor books, these could be entertainment books, these could be books that you read, like just regular books. I think that books in decor are absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and it helps people to understand what you are interested in. So for me, I don't buy table books or just regular books or any type of book unless it's something that I'm interested in, something that I'm going to read and look at it. I know that a lot of people buy coffee table books and books to go with what is on trend, or to just be, you know, have something to put on the table. But for me, those are conversation pieces. So if you have a book out and somebody asks you about it and you're like, oh, I didn't really read it, you know, I just bought it for decoration, like that kills the conversation. It really could be a really good in-depth conversation about, oh, I read this book and this is my favorite recipe in this cookbook, or I read this book and this chapter was amazing and it helped me learn how to decorate, or it helped me learn how to style, or whatever the case may be. Like I have a couple here on my console table that I built, and I have a home edit book because I love to do simple stuff and organize. I have a cozy white cottage feel, 100 ways to love the feeling of being at home. I definitely wanted my home to be a space that I enjoyed, and when I came into it I felt a certain way, and this book really helped me out learn what it is that I need to have a cozy space in my home. And then I have the Magnolia table book by Joanna Gaines. I haven't cooked any recipes out of here yet because I'm just not really a cooker, but I really want to. And even though I haven't cooked anything, I have read some of the recipes, and I can discuss any of these books if somebody asks me questions about them. Y'all, something just made a noise and scared me to death. Oh my God. Sorry, I had to calm down and like it had my heart racing. So back to what I was saying. So once again, books are something you really can incorporate. You guys know I love to read. I'm in a book club, so I also have some books at my house. I'm just not somebody who wants to collect books for a bookshelf, but there are certain books that I read that I have enjoyed and that I wanted to own. So for instance, the Michelle Obama book, the Shonda Rhimes book, The Year of Yes is one of my favorite books. And when people come over and ask about it, I definitely can have a full conversation about that book. I loved it so much that I had to purchase it. So just remember that books can be a decorating piece, but they also can initiate conversations, be a icebreaker, because especially if you're having a party and people are inviting people that you never met, you could start conversation with people you don't know just off saying, hey, this book looks interesting, have you read it, blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? So I really love books within my home, whether it's a coffee table book, a regular book, or a cookbook, or any other type of book there is that's out there. All right, so my next essential are blankets. You guys know that I am cold-blooded. So I have blankets all around my home, okay? Somewhere I am cozying up with a blanket in my home. I love that blankets come in so many textures and colors and weights, and it is something that you definitely can style with all year round. I don't care what time of the year it is, there's going to be a blanket out in my house somewhere, either for decoration or for use, and sometimes for both. I decorate it with it, and then when I get cold I use it. So you guys know I love to sit in my den. I have a blanket ladder full of blankets, because when we're in there watching movies and it's a little chilly, everybody can have their own blanket and chill out and cozy up on the couch. You guys know I love my deck, and when I'm sitting out there at night, sometimes it does get a little chilly, and when fall gets here, it's going to be getting cooler and cooler, and so I love to cozy up with a blanket out on the deck as well. I have a blanket that's just styling this bench that I have in my entryway, and while we don't sit here and actually use the blanket, it looks really good in this space and goes well with it. And so even in my office, when I get it decorated up, sometimes I want to sit down and just cozy on a blanket, watch a little shows or something while I'm on my lunch break, and cozy up under a blanket and all that kind of stuff. So I'm eventually going to get a blanket. Oh, I actually already have a blanket in there. I have a blanket in there on the chair. So blankets are definitely a decor piece and a functional piece. I love something that can do dual, because for me, anything that serves a dual purpose is just going to get more use and more love out of your home. So definitely think about, you know, different types of blankets or throw blankets that you can get to decorate or use as a functional piece, or both. And my next essential are lamps. So for me, I love lighting, okay? I hate a really, really dark home. So you guys know I use daylight bulbs throughout my house, and I love to turn on the light and be able to see. I grew up in that generation where they love those yellow light bulbs that you barely can see anything at night, and it just did this warm, like yellowishly colored glow, and I hated it with a passion. Everything looked different in that light, and you really couldn't tell how you looked until you stepped out into the sunlight. And sometimes you looked good, and then sometimes you looked a mess and you had to go back in the house, right? So I love daylight bulbs, but for me, lamps brings an ambiance, a calm, a cozy feel, a wind down feel. So for my lamps, I love to have lamps so that I can turn off these big overhead lights that have the daylight bulbs in it. When I'm ready to see everything and see true colors, I'm turning the overhead lights. But when I want to cozy up and watch a movie or hang out in my room or even in my office just to wind down for the night, I turn off all my overhead lights and I am turning on a lamp. Lamps give you a calm and cool and cozy, laid back feeling. So you guys know, when you see, for instance, I know you guys have seen my bedroom during the day and during the night when I'm chilling and being cozy, and the atmosphere of having a lamp on versus the overhead lighting is such a huge difference, and it changes the vibe of a room or the feel of a room, and it makes you feel, you know, ready to wind down and cozy with some wine, a book, a TV show. Like, I love the way the lighting from a lamp makes me feel more calm and cozy in my home area. But depending on, like I said, how you decorate, the feeling you want to get at home, lamps can help you bring that in, especially if you don't have a lot of overhead lighting, or you live in an apartment, which sometimes doesn't come with overhead lighting. Lamps are an essential in those types of areas, but lamps are also very decorative. Like, I have 2 nice black and gray lamps. I have floor lamps. I have desk lamps. So lamps are something that you can definitely bring into your home to help change the mood at a certain time within the day, or as a necessity if you need it to light your area. All right, you guys, for my last essential is aromatherapy. And I'm saying that because people like candles, people like diffusers, people like incense, some people like those plug-ins that you put in your walls. So depending on what you like, I didn't want to be specific and just say candles. I want to say aromatherapy. For me, I have candles, but my candles are only for decoration. I can't really burn candles. They mess with my sinuses, they mess with my nose and my senses, so I don't really burn candles anymore, but I do use them for decoration. I am a diffuser girl, so I love essential oils with the water to help get this scent in my home and get it to a special smell or space depending on the season. So I love like really floral scents, clean scents in the summer. I love nice cozy autumn scents in the fall, and then during December I love the scent that makes it smell like a Christmas tree, so a pine scent of some sort, or Christmas scent, apple cinnamon, that type of stuff. So that's one thing I love about aromatherapy. Depending on the time of the year, you can have your home smell any way you want to, and it helps elevate your space and your style. So I really love how scents can bring out your uniqueness in your home, because everybody likes different scents. So I found that when I go to different people's people's homes, I don't always smell the same scents. Like, everybody doesn't have the same scents, or everybody doesn't have the same smell when you come into their house, and it gives you a unique take on how they like for their house to feel and smell and look based on their personal preferences. All right, you guys, so those are my 6 essentials. Let me know down below any essentials that you like in your home that is not on my list, and give us all ideas of other essentials that we need in our homes that I may not have mentioned in this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.